So here we got Mr. Pecas, who just moved in. Today, I have another video about him learning the slip lead and pressure on, pressure off, that kind of stuff. So now what we're going to do is create manners. We did this once already today when I let him have a little downtime to absorb things. I have a light here, Jimmy, rigged up a little bit because this room is super dark, but I want to take you through the process here a little bit. So, and keep in mind he's done this once before. It wasn't perfect, and I'm not expecting perfection today, this time either. But as you can see, he's panting, a little stressed. Pupils are a little dilated, totally normal. There he tried to butt the door open with his nose. He's not used to being crated, so this is a big challenge for him. First time we did this, it was a lot of mental work. He was exhausted by the time we even let him out. He's not used to practicing very much impulse control, I don't think. Not from the way we do it anyway, so. Let's see if I can get that. There, it's gonna stay open, perfect. So now he's just a little unsure, thinking about it a little bit. Looking at me there, that's good. I'm looking at the camera, not at him. I don't want to give him too much psychological or distance pressure. So what I'm going to do is put the slip lead on, and that's probably going to get a little bit of a different reaction from him. So right away, forward movement, he's used to leash on, let's go. I'm saying that's not happening. Move this out of his eye so you can kind of maybe see that a bit more. So you see him really thinking. This is what I call quiet but not calm. I want him coming out of here calmly. I'm not expecting 100% calm because again it's his first day, but I want to set a bit of a precedent. So that we can get further and further as we go. He's here for 5 days, 4 nights with us for our stay and train program. We're here in Kelowna. So this is where a lot of people I find kind of overdo things. They use obedience terms. I don't use any of that. He's getting more and more stressed out. I don't know if the camera's catching his chest shaking. That's him, the energy he wants to use to come out of here, releasing him. That'll release through panting, yawning, vibrating. So I'm letting his body go through the natural progression of calming down, as opposed to using release words and commands and positions. I'm kind of dumbing it down, so to speak, in dog terms. They're a lot more simple than us humans, thank goodness. And the more simple we keep things with these guys, the better it is for them and for us and for them and us together. This stuff can sometimes be really difficult for owners to wade through and to watch because we want to take that stress away, but we can't. We have to let them learn to deal with it, to realize that on the other end of it, nothing bad is happening from it. So you end up building a lot more confidence in them and a lot more trust too, because you actually let them go through the process. This is where we talk about sometimes with tools. When you put a new tool on a dog, people think the dog hates it. They don't. It's just new. So they need to go through the process of accepting the tool. So you'll go through fight, flight, avoid, and sometimes flip back and forth between all of them. before you get acceptance. So the fight is my dog doesn't like it, when in reality what's happening is it's new to them. So I'm going to close that because he's putting his nose out of the crate. This is a threshold. There's an imaginary line where the door is, even when the door is open. He's bolted before. There. He was just resting his nose on the crate, so I just do a little push on it. Again, instead of using a term to tell him to back it up, I'm breaking it down in a way more simple way for him to understand. If he wants to push the door, I'll push the nose. And I do the same thing with paws. If he tries to paw the door open, the door moves his paw. Or if he tries to, or any dog tries to push into my leg, I use my leg to push them off. So whatever they're kind of being pushy with or disrespectful with, that's what I use because they've used that. So if they want to be pushing disrespectful with my leg, I'm going to use my leg to say, no, that's not okay, not an option. His nose is outside the line again, so the door closes. So he's looking at me like, what the heck? What are these rules? But these are the same rules Mom would use as puppies. Same way you don't let kids bolt out of your house and you put baby gates up so they can't run out of the house. Safety first. So what's going to happen here is I'm going to wait for him to calm down. And I can maybe speed up the video or do another separate video on it too as it gets faster for you guys to see what the outcome is. Again, his nose was sticking out. So that time when I closed the door, he gave me a little bit more space and is starting to connect the dots. I'll speed it up or do a separate video about it where it's faster so that you don't have to watch through potentially an hour's worth of this happening. But this is where it's important to take your time, whatever time your dog needs, whether that's 5 minutes or whether it's 15 minutes or an hour and a half. I've done this process where it's taken an hour and a half. Whatever it takes is what each individual dog needs. So yeah, I'll stop it there, but the way it'll look is he'll relax, he'll sit down, maybe even lay down, then I'll just grab the leash and bring him out. I won't use the word go or okay or let's go. And then as soon as he's out, I'm going to get him to sit down again. When he's calm there, then we move forward. And same thing with when we get to the door to take him out for a potty. Same idea. So yeah, any questions, comments, leave them below. Please like the video and hope you found it educational. Thanks, Anthony with Prairie Burn Canine Academy in BC. Have a good day.